Do you ever wake up and have a thing happen to you on Monday morning that makes you go, "Ugh, okay, I guess this is the kind of day we're having? Welcome to my Monday." Hello, my friend. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new vlog, finally, for the first time in a couple of weeks. Today is Monday, the 12th of April, and we are back in Minnesota, as you can tell if you haven't seen that on Instagram or a live stream as of late. I'm back in Minnesota, and we have been since the 4th, the 3rd, something like that. We've been back for a little while, a little over a week, and we have been just taking the time to set the house up, get everything rolling. My husband's getting back into the swing of things at his job, meaning upstairs. He's still work from home, and I'm working on setting up Diva and the Divine HQ for the next big chapter. I've been working on finalizing things for coaching, which is all very exciting, but it has also led me to not vlog as often as I would like. So today I am going to share with you a pretty typical Monday in the life. As you guys know, at least for now, Mondays are housewife Mondays. So things that I have to do today, I want to continue the process of tidying and cleaning, have a couple loads of laundry to do. I need to work out. I need to go get some groceries and do some meal prepping for the week. And I'm going to take you guys along with me. So I hope that is exciting to you. First though, I have to tell you a saga that all began because I decided to have oats for breakfast this morning. And I didn't decide to have oats for breakfast this morning. I'm following a meal plan, and oatmeal is the scheduled breakfast for this morning. And I was like, you know what? That sounds like a great idea. I'm a member of the Best Body plan by a nutritionist, Rachel Paul, and I'm really enjoying it. It works very well in conjunction with the iTrackBites app. And basically I'm using this plan as a way to plan my meals. Like, it's a really great meal planner that allows you to like swap out meals, and she has a bunch of different meals designed, and I love the structure of her food, and everything that she makes looks so stinking tasty. And everything that I have eaten thus far, this will be week 2 of the meal plan, has been amazing. And my husband's really enjoyed it too, and we felt so healthy, and I lost 1.5 pounds last week, and it's all good things, all good things. So I'm using this meal plan in conjunction with the calorie command plan with iTrackBites, and macros turned on as per usual. And anyway, today is oatmeal day. I'm having oatmeal, and instead of doing what's slated on her plan, which is 150 calories worth of oats and a tablespoon of peanut butter, I already had these in stock. These are the RX bar oats, which are 250 calories, but 35 carbs, 6 grams of fiber, 12 grams of protein, and it's got some fat in there. So I have this with the tablespoon of peanut butter, and that is per the meal plan all together. And I also am eating or drinking half of a Fairlife protein shake, not the normal ones from Florida, because the ones I wanted weren't in stock at Sam's Club when I went, but I have a handful of Core Power ones downstairs, and so I have half of like the elite one. So it's like 100 and something calories and 20 grams of protein, something significant. So I'm having a heavier breakfast today, which is fine. It's 9:15. All that to say, due to me having this and wanting to have the peanut butter, I saw on Instagram just yesterday an account that I follow was doing a peanut butter hack, which is brilliant. It's brilliant. And it's just, you take the hand mixer and one beater and you stick it into your natural peanut butter and you turn it on, and it blends the oils and everything for you. And you guys know I love my Wild Friends peanut butter, but it's super oily. And so this just kind of helps mix everything up. So me, this morning, I'm like, I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be great. I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to show you the footage, because I filmed the footage in with the hope that like, this is the most brilliant peanut butter hack ever, and I can use that in my title and it would all be hunky-dory. And it ended up being an epic fail. Why? Because of my hands. In the Instagram video I saw, it did say, hold on to your jar tight. I held on to my jar as tight as I thought I needed, but for me, it was not tight enough, and all hell broke loose, basically. I turned that thing on, and the entire jar went spinning, and oil went everywhere. And I spent the last 20 minutes trying to clean up my mess. P.S. How do you clean up a massive oil spill from your entire countertop? Because like, the only thing that can cut it is like Dawn. So what? But like, you can't spray down your. It's not like you can take your countertop outside and spray it down after you've soaped it up real good. So I've been. At this point, I don't even want the stupid breakfast anymore because I'm just so frustrated. So that's how my Monday's going. Still tastes good. So there's that. Anyway, It was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. And I'm want to say that I'm embarrassed for showing you what happened, but I'm not, because CMT life. I was not at all surprised. Once it happened, I was like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. And my lesson has been learned. And the next time I'm going to do that, because I have 2 other jars I want to do it to, I'm going to enlist my husband to hold the jar for me. And then it will be easy peasy. He can hold on with both hands. I can do the thing. It'll be done in 30 seconds. Awesome. But I have learned my lesson, and I have done some deep cleaning of the countertop this morning. Happy Monday, y'all. How about a quick little Target haul? This is all the groceries I needed this week because I've slowly but surely been stocking up on some things, which is super helpful. So for the meal plan that I needed and just a couple of restock items, this was it. This was all I needed. So this, of course, does not have anything to do with the meal plan, but the Mighty Patches are actually really great if you have acneic skin and you get some breakouts. You sleep with one of these on, and a 24-pack is like $10.99 or something like that. These have been really helpful to me. I got spinach, peppers, baby cucumbers, and 1 long cucumber. The baby cucumbers are going to go in salads, and this is actually going to be the cracker for a dish later in the week of goat cheese, like an adult Lunchable, and it's goat cheese and ham and one of these. So that'll be really good. I'm very much looking forward to that. I got some corn. I got canned green beans because my husband likes green beans more than I do, and he prefers them in the can, I think. Maybe, possibly. Crushed tomatoes. I don't need that much crushed tomatoes, but y'all, I couldn't find a regular sized can of crushed tomatoes. How irritating is that? Bananas. Actually, the recipe with the cucumber called for prosciutto, and I decided to be cheap and went with black forest ham instead. I got deli chicken and deli turkey. This is sesame ginger dressing. It's a vinaigrette dressing from Primal Kitchen, but it was the only sesame soy type thing that I could find, and I'm making beef and broccoli bowls this weekend, so I'm going to combine some of this with some soy sauce and hope for the best. Eggs, blueberries, chicken breast, and our special treat this week, our dessert, if you will. Last week I treated myself to some really good chocolate croissants that I was able to fit into my day really well. I bought us cosmic apples. I don't know if you can see that, but the apples looked beautiful. They were a little bit more on the pricey side, but considering I'm supposed to have an apple every day this week, I'm very excited to splurge on a special apple. So that was the entirety of the grocery haul. And then there's somebody watching me very intently. Hi, babe. What you doing? You're real cute. Alright friends, welcome to my meal prep kitchen. I'm going to share with you the meal prepping I'm doing now that I'm home with all of my groceries. This is going to be lunch tomorrow and Wednesday for both me and my husband. This is a recipe that is a lettuceless salad. So for me it is half a cup of celery and 150-ish grams of cucumber, 1 ounce of full fat cheese, and 4 ounces of deli turkey meat. I will be adding to this 2 tablespoons of zesty Italian dressing. That'll be 60 calories. So the total for my salad will be 322 calories. So round up, let's say 325, right? And then I did this for my husband. My husband has half as much cucumber, but just as much celery and meat and cheese as I do, but he's going to throw his over a bed of lettuce for more bulk, and then he'll use whatever the heck dressing he wants. So these, fun fact and simple hack here, the Good and Gather, let me reach. The Good and Gather lunch meat containers that I buy all the time, we keep these, and they are great meal prep containers. We have an entire stack of them with, with their lids and everything, because we use them for all the meal prep all the time. I'm also using it for my sliced up cucumbers, which is going to be used for cucumber, goat cheese, and ham Lunchables on Thursday and Friday? Thursday, Friday? Yes. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for lunch. So we use these containers all the stinking time, and we love them. So this is meal prep number 1, which is lunches for the next 2 days. Here is produce prep. I have washed blueberries. Those are ready to go. I have washed apples and they're ready to go. And I have sliced up my bell peppers. I have them color coded, haha. My snack is supposed to be one whole bell pepper, so I have an orange one and a red one so I can tell them apart. And since it's only supposed to be my snack for later in the week, I'm taking the third one and eating it for lunch today. I'm kind of throwing together a random thing today since I don't have the planned meal prepped already. So I'm just gonna improvise a little bit, but I'm real excited about what I have in my head and I can't wait to show you. But that is the produce prep for the week. Everything else is frozen or bagged and not ready for use yet. All right, the last round of meal prep is chicken 2 ways, all ready to cook and go in the oven. First, we have bacon wrapped chicken breasts. So as you can see, I've wrapped 2 slices of uncured bacon around each chicken breast. This is slightly more than what the recipe calls for, but it is what it is. I'm not going to find perfect 5-ounce chicken breasts. And so what I actually am going to do, this is supposed to be spinach stuffed, but I couldn't find frozen spinach at the store. I know, crazy, right? So what I'm going to do is when I bake these tomorrow, I'm going to bake them, and while they're baking, I'm just going to saute a bunch of raw spinach, enough for 2 days worth. So it's going to be like a bag and a half of spinach, because you know, spinach sautés down to like that much. But so while this is in the oven, I will just saute spinach, and that will be our side dish for the meal. And then I'm going to make my husband some quinoa. And then this Malda concoction, there's a couple of chicken breasts in here that are already seasoned with my favorite chicken seasoning, which is this chicken grilling seasoning, Good and Gather from Target. Really, really good blend of spices. And this is just going to get grilled in the grill pan, and it's going to be put in bowls for barbecue chicken bowls that will also include roasted sweet potatoes and broccoli. So that's that for meal prep this week. All right, after all of that is said and done, here is what I'm having for lunch. I have a small bell pepper. I have 1 piece of multigrain bread that is left over from meal prep last week. I'm trying to use up what we have as well. So I have that. I put goat cheese. I put 3/4 of an ounce of spreadable onion and chive or herb garlic goat cheese on that, topped it with 2 slices of bacon and 2 ounces of deli ham for roughly 350 calories total. Can we talk about this plate of food for a second? I am so excited that I can't begin to tell you. This is a hodgepodge of leftovers. I made the other day some Parmesan crusted chicken breast, which was part of my meal plan, along with roasted broccoli. So there's the chicken that's left over, and there's some broccoli left over. And then we ordered from one of our favorite local smokehouses for dinner this weekend. And so I have a little bit of leftover brisket and a little bit of leftover pulled pork and the Brussels sprouts. And I sprinkled just 20 calories of grated Parmesan cheese on top of all the vegetables. This is 6 ounces of meat and a ton of veg. I haven't put it into my tracker yet to tell you exactly what the calorie count is, but oh my word, I'm excited. Hello, my friends. Happy Tuesday. I finished yesterday. I ate for dessert. I had some Cadbury mini eggs because your girl needed a little bit of dessert. And even though that put me over my calorie allotment for the day, I still clocked in at 1,800, which is really great, right on point, all things considered. So I'm not even mad. I was very surprised because I feel like I ate a lot of food yesterday, but I tracked everything and I still clocked in only at 1,800. So I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna let it be. Today, all of my meals are planned and prepped, and one has already been eaten. I had avocado toast with eggs for breakfast. I'm trying to use up that multigrain bread like I mentioned yesterday, and I'm really, really, really trying to use up what I have in conjunction with using some of this meal plan. So yesterday I kind of used up what I have this morning, and I didn't feel like oatmeal, and oatmeal will keep, so it doesn't really matter. So I went with avocado toast. So I have 1 piece of toast, 1 packet of avocado, like pre-portioned avocado on it with some everything bagel seasoning, 1 egg, 3 tablespoons of egg whites, and some pico de gallo for flavor. So it was really good, really filling. And then I went downstairs and I tried the trial workout from the new Beachbody thing called like Let's Get Up by Shaun T, the new dance thing. Y'all, that was fun. It was a lot of fun. I burned a lot of calories and it didn't even feel like a workout because I was dancing. So I really enjoyed that. I'm really bummed that it's going to take until fall for it to hit Beachbody on demand. I'm trying to decide, I have to figure out how much money it costs to get early access, because if it's like, I can't even tell you how much I'd be willing to pay for it. I don't really know, but I liked it. nonetheless. And so it wasn't on my scheduled plan for the day, but I did something different. I did something fun and cardio, which felt really good. So there's that. And then I'm doing some housewifing projects. Yesterday, I decided to start purging my clothes, but for a different, in a different way. I have some things I have to get rid of. I'm going through and doing the typical, what has gotten holes in it, what is worn through, worn out, etc., and getting rid of those things. But also, I cleaned out my closet and I finally removed any clothing that does not fit me currently, which I have an abundance of American Eagle jeans that right now, these hips and this booty do not will not allow to get pulled all the way up on my body. But I don't have the heart to get rid of them because I don't think American Eagle makes those jeans anymore. And I really, really love them. They're like the artist jeans in mid-rise. I really love them. So I had that, and then I also had a series of dresses. My husband saw me doing this and he was like, well, wait, we were actually supposed to go through the clothes we already have downstairs because there's a bin of our clothes downstairs. So he brought that bin up, and it turns out that that bin contained a handful of dresses that I forgot I owned. I forgot I owned from a much skinnier time in my life that I just haven't gotten rid of. And so here you'll see a little montage of me holding up the dresses because they fell into the category of, I'm like, I'm not even gonna try these on right now because I know for a fact none of them will fit right. There are a handful in there that are pretty slinky dresses, but then like real stretchy, but it won't be flattering in any way, shape, or form. I know this body's limits. And so even my husband's like, do you want to fashion show any of these? And I'm like, I don't think I do. I don't think I do right now. But here is what I wanted to tell you guys about all of those clothes, because here's what I did. I made a deal with myself. I put all of the clothes that don't fit me, the clothes that I have a hard time letting go of, and those dresses are going to go in the same bin. That bin has, sorry, totally distracted. There is another Yorkie outside. I've never seen another Yorkie in this neighborhood before, and it's just like crazy. Oh my goodness. Sorry, totally distracted. Anyway, all of the clothing in this bin gets to live downstairs until my cruise next year, May 2022. So just over a year. And if, when I'm packing things up for my cruise, if those clothes still don't fit, they go. The end. 1 year. That's the deadline. And I'm not saying that to be like, I have to lose all this weight in 1 year. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing, work on growing my muscles, toning my body, and yes, losing weight, but at my own pace. And if those clothes fit by that time limit, great. If not, fine. And then I have to get rid of them. But I wanted to put that deadline on it just so they're not sitting there waiting, hopefully forever. And instead it is it's a freeing thing. It's not meant to be a negative thing. It's meant to be a positive thing that I'm putting a deadline on these clothes. So I wanted to offer that tip to you because I actually got some feedback. I talked about it on Instagram and a lot of people were like, hey, that's a great idea. I think I'm going to do the same thing. So if you have clothes that you're hanging on to because they're a little too small for you right now, and you're like, I swear one day I'm going to get back into them, this is your challenge. Circle today on the calendar and give yourself 1 year. 1 year, and if you don't fit into those clothes, you throw them away. You get rid of them. They do not belong in your life anymore. That's what I'm doing personally. Check in with me in May 2022. And I'm only saying May because that's when the cruise is, so that's like the big event that's coming is a cruise in May. So technically April, whatever. April, May 2022. By the time I go on that trip, those clothes are either on my body or not in this house. All right, friends, as a reminder, here's my lunch. This is the saladless or the lettuceless salad that I prepped yesterday. It has cucumber and celery and 4 ounces of deli meat and 1 ounce of full fat shredded cheddar cheese. And I just threw in 10 calories worth of tomatoes because using what I have, I still have tomatoes left over from last week that I need to use. So I chucked them in here. But the total for this meal is 335 calories. I added in the dressing. Here's the dressing that I used. Right here, crab zesty Italian. I couldn't find the fat-free vinaigrette that the meal plan actually calls for, so I just used the next best thing, and this is actually a really good dressing. So this is my lunch for the day. It is snack time and mail time. The Amazon man came, and I want to show you quick what they delivered. Ultra Omega by now foods is my favorite fish oil. It comes recommended from Kelly LeVeque, but you guys know that I, like, all of my supplements are now foods. So I have had no qualms with her being endorsing this specific thing. We all know that omega-3 fatty acids are usually lacking in our diet as opposed to omega-6s, which are the inflammatory fats. Having more omega-3s will help counteract that, and so I keep looking to enhance my omega-3 consumption, and these pills have been great. It was like $22 or something for the 180 soft gels. I also got some vitamin D mixed with vitamin K because you want to take vitamin D with vitamin K together, and this has been a really solid pill. And actually, while we were in Florida, my whole family was on it, which was wonderful. My snack is an apple and a full-fat cheese stick, which is 80 calories, and however many calories an apple is, I have not looked into that yet. But my other purchase, this was a work purchase, y'all. I made an official work purchase. This came with it. I ordered the one that had, I ordered the bundle with this thing. This came with it for like an extra $10 or something, and I used a tripod similar to this at my in-laws house, and I really liked it. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get one of these primarily to hold the vlogging camera up and hopefully help me with vlogging a little bit better. So there's that. But this is the big guy right here. This is a stand that will allow me to shoot overhead shots. And do you know why I got this, my friends? It's planner launch season, and I've got some planner content coming really soon, and it is such a pain for me to figure out how to maneuver my current tripod situation to do legitimate overhead views, and I just decided to say screw it, and I bought this. It was not cheap, but if it works the way I need it to work, then it was worth every penny. So I'm going to set this up and see how it looks. Here she is, folks. Check that out. And so the way that this thing works is this is weighted to help counterbalance your camera, which is super important. And then over here, there's a little ball, the ball doohickey, and it comes with two attachments. One for your camera, so I was test driving it with my camera on there, and then one for your phone. So depending on if you're taking pictures or what camera you want to use, like, how stinking cool is that? I am so excited. Get your hearts ready, people. Erin Condren Life Planner stuff is coming very soon. It is important that I share with you the secret to amazing quinoa, ladies and gentlemen. Usually you just use water and quinoa, and it's twice as much water to the amount of quinoa you put in dry, right? Instead of using water, you use chicken stock. It's a little subtle change, and it makes a huge difference. And if you don't have chicken stock, or you want something with more flavor, you use water, and then you can add Better Than Bouillon chicken base, which is so good. I have the giant freaking container because I use this stuff so much. I love it. And it adds so much flavor, and I just put a little spoonful in here with the boiling quinoa, and that will flavor up the quinoa to make it a little less boring and a little more flavorful. All right, here is dinner. This is a 6-ounce cooked chicken breast with 2 strips of bacon on it for 100 extra calories. I'm actually kind of bummed that the bacon didn't come out crispy. That made me kind of sad. We'll see how it tastes. But 2 strips of bacon and then 3.5 ounces of roasted broccoli with 20 calories worth of grated Parmesan on top for dinner. It's because I have to acknowledge it before the sun sets. It's snowing. Fantastic. You can't even see it coming down, but you can see it on the rooftops, and you can see it on the deck. We did not completely avoid all of the snow.